Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shawn Pourgol. I'm president of National Academy of Osteopathy, and today I want to speak with you about what newly graduated manual osteopaths can do to make themselves look like experienced professional manual osteopaths. Why you think it's important to look like a professional experienced manual osteopath? You might wonder. For two main reasons. One is financially experienced manual osteopaths receive more referrals and they get more patients. As a result, you make more money if you come out as an experienced manual osteopath. But the other more important aspect is that research has shown when patients feel they are being treated by experienced health professionals, they get better faster. So it is in your benefit to ensure that patients feel that you are an experienced manual osteopath, and believe me, they can feel so. You yourself have been many times to health professionals, and some of them you don't know why, but you feel this person is experienced, good health professionals, and another one you might not feel so. I go over many of these tips and techniques with my students. As you know, I teach over 250 business lectures to my students. These lectures are the reasons why my students have annual gross income of $150,000 per year, which is $60,000 more than other manual osteopaths. And some of them include tips on how to make themselves look like professional, experienced manual osteopaths. There are a few things you can do that helps you in this regard. One is one of the most important one is how you speak with patients. You have to rehearse that, and we go over that a lot. Everything you tell the patients, you have to have rehearsed it previously, so you come out as a natural speaker instead of pausing and thinking like, you should do this. These make you look amateur. So you have to have all of the different scenarios, what patient may ask and what answers you have for them. You have to rehearse that previously before you start your practice. Second is where you stand when you're treating patients. This is a big giveaway that you're an amateur, newly graduated manual osteopath, or a professional one who has a lot of experience treating patients. For example, if you're doing the hip muscle energy techniques and you have patient resist against you, and then you move the patient in the supine position at a 90-degree angle, if you stand next to the pelvis area of the patient, and when you try to move the hip and your stomach, your tummy blocks the movement, and then you have to move so the hip can rotate fully, that is an unprofessional thing to do. Means you haven't done that technique many times. It shows the patient you don't know where to stand. So you have to always stand at a position that doesn't make you move too much. We go over this a lot with our students. Positioning themselves next to the patient is very important. Next is removing the skin slack. The skin is loose depending on the patient's body size. Some have loose skin, some they don't. And if you don't take the skin slack, then your hand slips when you're doing treatment. For example, if you want to be on the TVP and you put your hands, you should never put your hands directly on TVP because your hand slips in most cases. So depending, maybe you have to put it on the spinous process and then move it, and the skin slack takes you to the TVP. But if you don't do, when you're doing treatment, your hands slips and the patient feels that. Patient doesn't understand why, but it feels you're not so professional in providing treatment. So taking a skin slack is very important. Also, if the patient has a heavy back, they can have pain if you don't take the skin slack. because your hand grabs the hair and it pulls it, and they may feel pain. Next is you always apply 10% pressure on the area before you do the treatment, because the connective tissue has some tension in it and it moves around. So if you start from zero and press down, your hand also slips and the treatment doesn't feel good to the patient, and in some cases can be painful. But when you press 10% pressure, then from that moment you apply the full force until the end of the range of motion. Then the patient feels straight force in his joint or her joint, and they feel better. So that's another way to make your staff look like professional. And the next I want to speak is how you do the technique from one technique to another. This part is very important. It is like when you do martial arts, kata or forms. As you know, in martial arts they have forms. For example, if you want to do one form, you're not going to do like this. Then you're going to think, what should I do next? And then this, what should I do? Or when you're dancing, you're not going to think what movements to do. It should come naturally. If you're a professional dancer or a professional martial artist, you have to do what you do without thinking. Thinking make you pause, and that pause make you look like unprofessional, unexperienced professional. So the same with techniques that you do. We have a saying that in the 1 hour osteopathic treatment, your hand should not be off the patient, and it should be like a dance. So your technique should really be like a choreographed dance, basically, or martial arts, with whichever experience you want to associate it with. And this we focus a lot. For every situation, we have a set of work, one after another, and our students practice that like a kata, like a form, or like dance choreography, day in, day out. So that is one reason why National Academy of Osteopathy graduates look so much more professional than other manual osteopaths, because we heavily focus on that. If you get a treatment from an NAO graduate and another manual osteopath, you see the difference clearly. And I recommend you to do so. We have free clinic at our NAO campus in Toronto. You can book an appointment and see how our students provide treatment. It's like they've been doing this for years. It shows because we practice that a lot. One technique after another. The way the hands move, it looks like a professional way of doing it. These simple little things that you do make you look professional, make you look experienced, and as a result, patients come to you more often. They refer their family members to you. You make more money, they get better faster, and everybody benefits. This is what makes NAU different from other schools. We constantly think on how to improve our students, how to make them look and act more professional, how to improve their income level, how to make them better manual osteopaths. That's why our education is unique. That's why we are so different from others. It's not magic. Success is not an accident. We work hard on that. We created a system that everybody can use, all our students can use to make themselves better human beings, better manual osteopaths. And the result has shown that it works. Our students make $60,000 more than other manual osteopaths, and this is what I wanted. My goal in life is to ensure every town have access to manual osteopathic care, that every town with a population of 100,000 people has at least a manual osteopath in it. And through that, I have to make sure my students are financially successful, because success attracts others to study manual osteopathy as well. Everybody in the world deserves to have access to manual osteopathic care. We do wonders in treating chronic pain. My clinic, Osteopathic Chronic Pain Clinics of Canada, we now have 346 clinics in 30 countries. We set up in 2017 with one clinic, and now we are all over the world. We have become the largest chronic pain clinic in the world because of our ability in treating chronic pain. We do wonders. We do wonders. If you suffer from chronic pain, I highly recommend for you to see an NAO graduate. You can find them all over in many countries. We have alumni in 72 countries, and see for yourself what manual osteopathy can do for you. It's an amazing profession. You would love osteopathy. It's just amazing. That's it for today. I am in this beautiful Spain. I'm grateful to God for allowing me to see all this beauty, to see Spain one more time. It's a beautiful country, and I'm happy, grateful that I'm alive to see all this beauty around me. God has provided us with a beautiful life, abundant life. It's just you have to know how to get your share from this world. And that's where we come. We teach you everything we know about business. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. I wish for you to have a happy, healthy, wealthy day filled with love, health, and happiness. And thank you for watching this video. God bless. Namaste.